in the world of pool maintenance and professional tile installation. One of the most delicate and crucial tasks is the replacement of a porcelain tile located at the water inlet on a pool wall. This isn't just a matter of replacing a damaged or cracked tile. It involves a deep understanding of water pressure dynamics, sealing techniques, precision cutting, waterproofing methods, and long-term durability under harsh outdoor conditions. In this video, we take a silent, highly detailed journey through every step of this complex and skillful process, from the initial inspection to the final water flow test, giving you all the tools and knowledge needed to perform a perfect tile replacement, just like an expert. Let's begin by understanding the importance of the tile's location. A tile positioned near or directly at the water inlet isn't merely decorative. It serves a functional role in protecting the pool structure and ensuring a smooth flow of water. Any defect in this tile could cause more than just an aesthetic issue. It can lead to leakage, disruption in water circulation, or even structural degradation over time. This is why the approach to replacing such a tile must be calculated, cautious, and methodical. The process starts with site preparation. We showcase how to properly drain the water around the inlet area, or isolate the flow using a stopper or control valve, depending on your pool's system. Safety comes first. Wearing protective gloves, goggles, and ensuring all tools are nearby and organized is essential for both effectiveness and efficiency. We then use a combination of handheld tools and precision instruments to mark the edges of the damaged tile without disturbing neighboring tiles. A utility knife or oscillating multi-tool can be used to carefully score the grout lines, while a rubber mallet and a chisel help gently lift the tile. This is not a job to be rushed. Rushing can result in breaking surrounding tiles or damaging the underlying waterproofing layer, mistakes that can lead to expensive repairs. We slow the pace and show in great detail how to apply light pressure, lift from the correct angle, and use vibration or heat if needed to soften aged adhesives that have hardened over time. Once the tile is removed, the real challenge begins. The area beneath the tile must be completely cleaned, including all traces of old adhesive, dust, or moisture. We take our time to illustrate how to use wire brushes, wet sponges, or even mini grinders with vacuum attachments to thoroughly prep the surface. Special attention is given to ensuring the water inlet pipe or fixture is not scratched or displaced during cleaning. Any movement or misalignment could compromise the system's integrity. At this point, we pause to discuss tile selection. Porcelain tiles vary greatly in density, thickness, and finish. If you're lucky enough to have a spare matching tile from the original batch, you'll be able to maintain visual consistency. If not, we show you how to carefully match color, glaze, and size using samples or custom cuts. Measuring with digital calipers, cutting with a wet saw, and smoothing edges with a diamond file are all covered in a level of detail rarely seen in tutorial videos. Next comes the adhesive application. Not all adhesives are created equal. For underwater or wet environments, a polymer-modified thin-set mortar is preferred. We explain why. It offers excellent bonding strength, flexibility, and moisture resistance. Using a notched trowel, we demonstrate how to apply the mortar evenly, avoiding air pockets that might compromise adhesion. We place the tile, press it in with a gentle rocking motion, and align it perfectly with surrounding tiles using spacers. A level is used to double-check uniformity in height and angle. After the adhesive cures, which can take anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, depending on weather and product used, we move to grouting. Again, a waterproof, mold-resistant grout is essential. In this video, we apply grout with a rubber float, pressing it firmly into the joints and wiping away excess with a damp sponge. We emphasize the importance of compacting grout in curved or sloped joints near the water inlet to avoid future erosion. A second sponge clean and final polish are performed after a short drying period. Asterisk now comes a vital, often overlooked step: sealing. Grout and porcelain are durable, but sealing provides an extra layer of defense, especially around pool fittings where chemicals and constant water contact accelerate wear. Using a brush and penetrating sealer, we coat the grout lines and any exposed tile edges, ensuring full absorption and wiping off residue after a few minutes. Asterisk once all materials are dry, we perform a water test. This is where confidence meets reality. We slowly allow water to re-enter the pool system, or release the control valve to check for proper flow, leaks, or irregular water dispersion. The camera captures every detail, from the behavior of the water stream to the tightness of the joints, making it clear whether the repair meets professional standards. Asterisk beyond just showing you how to replace a tile, this tutorial teaches principles: patience, attention to detail, material knowledge, and precision execution. It reminds us that craftsmanship isn't about speed or shortcuts, it's about care and excellence in every motion. Silent but expressive, the visuals alone tell the full story of what it means to work like a pro. Asterisk whether you're a seasoned tiler, a pool technician, or a dedicated DIY enthusiast, this video equips you with advanced techniques you can trust and apply to real-world scenarios. And even if you're just watching out of curiosity or admiration for the craft, the beauty and precision of this process are sure to impress. Asterisk, let this be your guide, your reference, and your silent mentor on your journey to mastering porcelain tile replacement in one of the most technically demanding areas of any pool system. Asterisk. As we continue this professional guide to replacing a porcelain tile at the pool wall water inlet, we move beyond just technique. We move into the mindset and finesse required for top-tier craftsmanship. The replacement itself may seem complete at first glance, but a professional never stops at good enough. A true expert verifies, tests, and refines until the result is flawless, not only visually, but functionally and structurally. In this second phase of the job, we introduce inspection under different lighting conditions: daylight, shadow, and even using a focused beam flashlight. Why? Because surface imperfections, tiny cracks and grout lines, or uneven adhesion often don't show under uniform light. A slight shadow can reveal a depression in the tile, an uneven edge, or even a gap near the inlet ring that could eventually lead to mold growth or detachment. We then take a deeper dive into curved tile installations, a common challenge around circular or sloped inlets. While most tiles are flat and square, water inlets are not. That's why in this section, we show how to cut arc segments from square porcelain tiles using a variable angle tile cutter or diamond blade saw. The technique involves marking the curve on the back of the tile, scoring along the curve multiple times, and then carefully snapping small segments with tile nippers. This is slow work, but essential to achieve a seamless curve that hugs the inlet perfectly. At this stage, we also demonstrate a dry fit test, placing the custom-cut tile around the water inlet without adhesive, ensuring the curve, gaps, spacing, and alignment are exactly right. We show how to make micro-adjustments using a diamond hand pad or a mini grinder, shaping the tile by fractions of a millimeter to match the existing pattern. This level of detail is what separates average repairs from professional-grade finishes. Now, we take time to show a frequently overlooked but essential aspect: movement joints. Pools expand and contract with temperature and pressure, especially around fittings and wall penetrations. If a rigid tile is installed without proper expansion space, it can crack over time. So, we demonstrate how to leave a micro gap around the tile edge, especially near the inlet end. Fill it with flexible, waterproof silicone instead of grout. This provides both structural integrity and water tightness, while allowing for subtle movement without damage. From there, we move to the chemical resistance treatment stage. Even the best grout and adhesive can degrade over time if not treated properly. In this section, we introduce you to pool-rated epoxy coatings and specialized hydrophobic sealants. We show the process of brushing or rolling them over grout lines and how to layer them gradually without oversaturation, ensuring maximum protection against chlorine, salt water, and sunlight. Then comes the stress test. This part is vital for long-term confidence. We simulate water turbulence by turning on the pool's circulation pump and observing the water flow from the inlet. We monitor for splashing, dripping, or strange sound, vibrations any of which could suggest that the tile is slightly off angle or that a seal is incomplete. If a problem is detected, we demonstrate how to troubleshoot without removing the tile, entirely by injecting waterproof epoxy into the joint or reapplying sealant precisely where needed. We also walk through long-term maintenance helping pool owners or maintenance teams know what to look out for in the weeks and months ahead. For example, if the grout begins to discolor unevenly, it may indicate hidden moisture. If the tile develops a hollow sound when tapped, this could mean adhesive failure. To avoid such issues, we show how to keep a simple inspection schedule monthly, visual checks, light tapping tests, and seasonal redash sealing. Now we touch on one of the most human and relatable aspects of craftsmanship: correcting mistakes. Even professionals make errors cutting the wrong curve, using too much adhesive, or applying grout before full curing. We walk through common problems and demonstrate how to fix them on the spot, removing excess mortar with a scraper, correcting uneven grout lines with a regrout blade, and even rehydrating dried sealant for smoother finishes. Finally, we close this portion with a message about professional pride. Repairing a pool tile near the water inlet may seem like a small job, but when done with care, precision, and mastery, it reflects a larger truth. Excellence in the small things leads to excellence in everything. Whether you're doing this for a client, a hotel, a private residence, or your own backyard, your attention to detail becomes part of your signature as a craftsman. In this video, we didn't just show you how to replace a tile, we showed you how to think like a master, act with precision, and finish with pride. Let every cut, every curve, every grout line be a reflection of the excellence you aim for. This concludes the second segment of our advanced porcelain tile replacement guide. Stay tuned for the final part, where we'll show post-cleanup techniques, matching new tiles with aged surfaces, and additional bonus tips from seasoned pool tiling experts. As we move into the final stage of this comprehensive repair journey, we shift our focus toward the crucial elements that come after the tile replacement, the part many overlook. Yet it's what determines how truly invisible the repair is, and how long it will last under real pool conditions. We begin with the post-installation cleanup. Once the tile is set, grouted, and sealed, it's time to return the entire work zone to its original condition or better. Any residue of grout, haze, tile, dust, or sealant film left on porcelain surfaces can dull the finish, attract dirt, and break the visual harmony of the wall. Using specialized tile haze removers that are pH balanced and pool safe, we demonstrate how to gently scrub the surface using microfiber cloths and non-abrasive pads. Attention is paid to corners, curved areas, and especially the junction between the new tile and the water inlet ring, where buildup often occurs. Next comes visual integration, or what many call blending the repair. Even if the replacement tile is technically perfect, the difference in shine, tone, or grout color between new and old tiles can make the repair stand out and not in a good way. So in this segment, we reveal expert tips for disguising the new tile to match the aged surface. We start by adjusting surface reflectivity. Porcelain ages over time, especially in outdoor conditions. Sunlight, chemicals, and time wear down the factory gloss to replicate this look. We demonstrate how to lightly buff the new tile surface using ultra-fine grit pads and polishers, subtly dulling the shine until it blends with surrounding tiles. It's a delicate art, not too much, not too little. Then, we move to grout tinting. Even if you used the same color grout, aging and pool chemicals often alter the color of existing grout lines. We introduce grout colorants, liquid pigments designed to recolor or tone match cured grout. With a small brush and steady hand, we apply just enough colorant to unify the tone across the old and new sections. The result, a tile that disappears into the wall like it was never replaced. Now that the visual side is perfected, we go deeper into structural finalization. Around the water inlet, we reinforce the seal with a secondary bead of clear or color-matched silicone. This acts as a flexible buffer against vibration and minor shifts in pool pressure. We also inspect and tighten the inlet collar or fixture ring if needed, ensuring no loose components remain. Any movement can weaken the tile over time, so this final inspection step is critical. We then proceed to a 24-hour stress simulation, where we reactivate the pool system gradually, monitoring for leaks, bubbling, or moisture accumulation. Using underwater inspection mirrors, we scan the area for micro-leaks or grout porosity. We even simulate heavy use conditions, such as increased water flow and thermal stress by running the water pump in cycles and observing performance. All findings are noted and addressed before considering the job complete. At this point, the repair is no longer just a fix, it's a restoration, executed with the kind of care usually reserved for luxury spas and competition-grade pools. But our journey doesn't stop here. The next step is sharing knowledge for preventive maintenance, helping owners or technicians ensure the repair holds for years. We provide a calendar-based care plan. Every 3 months, inspect the tile visually and clean it with a soft bristle brush. Every 6 months, check for hairline cracks using a flashlight at an angle. Once a year, reapply sealant on the grout lines to protect against chemical erosion. And most importantly, avoid using metal brushes or acidic cleaners near the water inlet tile, as these can compromise the finish and grout seal. To help with this, we introduce viewers to a downloadable maintenance checklist, which can be printed and hung in a pool utility room. It includes reminders, tool suggestions, and basic tests anyone can perform to catch early signs of wear or moisture problems. As we draw this advanced tutorial to a close, we reflect on what we've accomplished, not just replacing a tile, but doing so in a way that preserves the beauty, performance, and longevity of the pool structure. This kind of work is more than a task, it's a testament to professional values, patience, accuracy, and pride in the unseen. This video was created to honor the craftsmanship behind tile work, especially in demanding environments like swimming pools. Whether you're a tile installer, a pool technician, or simply someone who takes pride in doing things right, this experience shows what's possible when knowledge meets execution. Thank you for joining us on this detailed journey. May your future repair